Hello and welcome back to another episode of the Arsenal Editor podcast. It has been a good last day, but perhaps a bad week. I'm not sure where I really feel about it. There's a lot to get stuck into, but Rory, thanks for joining us. Everyone at home, thanks for joining us.
Hello.
I'm looking forward to getting stuck into this, I think. We were actually just talking off air, weren't we? About how this has actually become one of the more relaxing hours of the week. Phones away, microphone. Maybe quite a number of people listening, but we don't really feel that right now necessarily. It's just us.
No,
so,
it's just us.
Yeah, this is where we whisper sweet nothings into each other's ear.
Exactly.
How you doing, man?
I'm good, mate. I'm good. We actually had a look at the map in terms of who listens to this nonsense around the world.
It was quite alarming how many
isn't it?
countries.
It's crazy.
Suriname.
Yeah.
Shout out to the two people that listen in Suriname.
Yep.
Whoever else? I think it was 47 countries, isn't it?
Indonesia.
Mm-hmm. Singapore.
A few in America. One in Russia. Shout out Russian.
Belarus. Big up. We got one in Russia, actually.
Yeah, we did.
Big time.
Did. We do. No, it's exciting, mate. It's exciting. You kind of forget that you have to... Maybe we're not very good at giving context in terms of like what it's like being in the UK, potentially around game day, potentially around watching the pub. So we could maybe, after seeing the map light up of different downloads, it could be completely wrong. We could have been like hacked and someone's just playing around with us and trying to make us feel a bit better about our viewing figures.
It's our mothers.
Yeah, exactly. Using different VPNs and stuff.
Thousands again this week. I can't believe it. Colombians love it.
Exactly.
Shout out to the Colombians that listen.
Yeah. It was a nice surprise. So thank you all for listening.
Yeah, it's nice. It does make dropping points at Brentford a bit easier, knowing that you can come and just have a nice chat like this. It really does. But
therapeutic chat.
Yeah, I mean, look, we're off the back of a 4-0 win, but I just feel like I can't help but look back to contextualise the whole thing to Brentford. We haven't spoken since, and just given that we were talking about being at the game and what it's like to be there, you were at the Brentford game in the home end, so with the Brentford fans.
Yeah.
What was that like?
I mean, then...
Talk me through the day, the night, the feelings.
The Brentford away days is a lot of fun if it's in the sunshine. If it's in the rain, like we've had in the UK, which seems like... I think in London we've had rain every day this year.
Apart from Saturday.
But
yes, that's a high percentage of days.
It's been mental. And if you go to Brentford, I'd highly recommend going to Brentford as an away day, or even even just going. If you're a lover of football, go and watch Brentford play, because the surrounding pubs or the surrounding areas to go before the game are right on the river.
Kew.
And they're stunning. Yeah, Kew's stunning.
I drove past it on Sunday actually.
It's incredible.
Amazing.
It's such a nice area. And as I say, during a sunny day, there aren't many pre-game drinking holes better than Brentford. But yeah, and it's a nice stadium. It's not that big. I think it's around 17 to 20,000. So it's been designed for a small club, but still to be compliant with Premier League regulations in terms of size and capacity and all that. But it's designed well, keeps the noise in, and the football's great. I mean, they're just so direct as a club. They've always been very attacking, and they get the ball up the field very quickly. Goals at both ends, which make for exciting games. I think there was a stat, or there was an article the other day, or I think last year or whatever, and it ranked the most exciting stadiums in Europe to watch
for the most amount of goals.
As a neutral to watch the most amount of goals per game, and Brentford was top 5, I think.
Wow.
So it's a good stadium to go.
Unless you're an Arsenal fan this week.
You're an Arsenal fan. But I'd say that the Brentford fans are they're a good bunch. They're not like clubs.
Chelsea.
Yeah, they're not like teams where you see videos of rival fans go, and if it's pretty clear that you're a rival fan, you will be kicked out or beaten up or shouted at or whatever.
Yeah.
Saying that, I wasn't very vocal, or I didn't think I was very... I thought I was pretty discreet in the fact that I'm obviously an Arsenal fan. But I thought going to the... in terms of the game itself, Not great. Not great. I left that game feeling pretty low. Not sure about you, but it was
I still am.
tough to...
To be honest with you,
Yeah,
mate,
it was tough to
you know,
process.
It was firstly to say I think Brentford were excellent.
Yeah, 100%.
Like, brilliant, and I think that let's caveat that for the whole thing because I don't want to take anything away from Brentford here because I think they were great, but I also think we were like appalling.
You need to remember, and everyone needs to remember, that Brentford cannot be viewed as a mid-tier club. I don't think anymore, even though I know that people had them going down this year as a prediction, as a predictive pre-season opinion, because they obviously lost Frank, they lost Mbuemo, they lost Norgaard, they lost Visser, and they looked in real trouble. And they brought a guy in who'd never managed a professional game in football before, so
Yeah,
it wasn't looking great. But I think given where they are in the league, which last week they were level with Liverpool with 14 games to go or whatever it was. It's mad. So I just don't think people can be. I don't think people. You obviously can't tell people how to feel, but there needs to be some context and perspective into how good Brentford are, particularly at home.
there does, and I do agree with that. But I think my worry. I was going to say my problem with it, but I can't really sit here and say that when ultimately we are top of the league. But my worry isn't that we drew to Brentford away.
Yeah.
It isn't that we lost to United at home, and it isn't that we drew to Nottingham Forest away. It's not that we drew to Liverpool at home. I'm just reading out that these results, right? These are all very possible. Good teams individually. You're like, yeah, that could happen. You're like, oh yeah, that can happen. But together, over the period of a month and a half, I think that's where it's the worry. Because these are games that ultimately we should be winning, but it's an excuse. It's excusable not to because they're very good teams in very difficult stadium environments. But this isn't like we're going for the top four, and this is like, okay, well, we're trying to win the Premier League, and we've had multiple opportunities to go 9, 12 points clear.
Yeah.
And we're not taking them. And I think there's been quite a few times where we've had games where, we could have won, and it's like, I think we're ultimately just not killing games off, and I think this was a little bit worrying performance, and it felt like a performance that's been coming.
Yeah,
and do you know what I mean? It's more of an accumulation worry than it is an isolation worry.
Yeah, I get what you mean. I still think there needs to be. I'm trying to stay positive because I came out of that stadium and I was ready to just go ballistic on every single WhatsApp group. Anyone who would lend me an ear, I was gonna scream in it. So
it's difficult because let's say it's how it is. I think Brentford really deserved to win that
100%.
by 3 or 4
100%.
goals. To be honest,
I thought we were dreadful.
Yeah.
I thought the way we were set up wasn't great. When you get a feeling, particularly if you're at a game quite early on, thinking, if we win this game, we'd be extremely lucky to.
Right.
Or there needs to be a total cataclysmic shift in the way that, in terms of momentum, for the second half, or the style of play we've come out and play with. It just felt like it was always going to be an uphill battle. It didn't feel like we were up for it at all, and the way we were playing again, which was just to get the ball and ping it wide. If we had the ball, it felt like we didn't have the ball at all.
Well, I think that change did come in the second half. Like that moment from the first minute of the second half all the way up until the goal, we were basically on top. And the worry is for me, I think it's been quite a few times. I'm thinking off the top of my head, United at home, this now Brentford away. We've had quite a few times where we played really well for a period of time and then we get the goal and then just stop. I don't know if that's... And Mikel's made that clear before, that's not instruction. Maybe it is, I don't know.
Yeah.
But it's like...
Well, we just invite pressure.
Yeah, and then it's happened quite a few times.
Wolves. Yeah.
One.
The thing about Brentford as well is they can attack you pretty effectively from many, many different ways, as we found out through the long arms of Mr. Coyote.
Yeah.
He's got a hell of a throw on. Like, you watch it in person
So
and it's
frustrating.
just like...
Fair play.
It's like Elastoman, honestly. The way that he can contort his body to get it flat.
Yeah.
It's good to see. It's like a regen of Mr. Rory the Lap.
It is.
It's great to see. Not for us, but in general.
Yeah, it's that was frustrating, and I think look, we won't go into Brentford too much, because that's
No.
not what I want to do, and we have just played Wigan, but I do think themes appearing of, freezing up in the important moments in the Premier League is
In hindsight,
concern.
what would you have done?
Well, look, we were desperately unlucky to lose Saliba,
Yeah.
and then
But I thought Mascara played sensationally well.
He did. So fair
And probably
play to
saved
him.
us the game.
He did. Him and Gabriel were immense.
Yeah.
And that says a lot.
Yeah.
And so was Raya.
Yeah.
It says a lot about the game, and how lucky we were to win. But I mean, look, in hindsight, I think it's less about like personnel and more about intent, and where we're playing players and how you're applying yourself to a game. I think we've played Leeds, we played Sunderland, where I think a good way of describing it is you've got to like win the fight to then go and win the game.
Mm-hmm.
And I think, to be fair to them, I think that's probably how we set up. But if you just look at the pass maps, playing it around the side, not going through the middle.
Didn't go through the middle. If
Didn't go through the middle at all.
There's a really damning pass map of. It's basically a V.
Yeah.
Like it's just heavy lines going
long
to the left and right. Yeah, a lot of long balls, but no passes through the middle. So I kind of sympathise with Eze in this game.
Oh yeah, massively.
Because everyone was like, "Oh, he's been hooked at half time. Was so ineffective. We need to see more. He's giving us 4 out of 10s." And some of the comments on Twitter and stuff it's just nonsense. But I mean, what do you expect? The guy was not getting the ball at all, and you cannot hold that. You cannot put that on him.
You can't
at all. It's thing is, and I think we'll discuss in a minute with style of play, obviously, and being more direct. But you look at someone like the Wigan game, and there are players in our squad like Norgaard, like Havertz, and like the man we just sent out on loan, who play a lot more direct. And it's so much more effective. I know that it's horses for courses. You can't play that way through a team that's very well organised and drilled. Like I imagine it's pretty hard to play that way through like Newcastle.
Yeah.
Or as I say, teams that do the effective long block. But it kind of goes back to my point last week where these players, Norgaard, Ethan to a certain extent, and definitely Havertz, haven't played in an Arteta system at the end of last year where everyone was so focused on slow build-up play it out to the wing, and try and get Marino in the middle of the box to score a flick on for a header, or the ball to come across the box and for him to hit his one touch finish. So I don't know. It needs to happen more for sure, and everyone's been crying out for it. Everyone can see the benefits that it gives to Gyökeres and all that. But I don't know how easy it is to change, if you know what I mean.
I do. I think obviously it was Wigan and all that sort of stuff. Like we know, like obviously League One and free fall in League One at that. To be honest, but there's something that there was a bravery about the way we played, and obviously we know it's Wigan, and I'm sure they were told to do that. But well, firstly, they were playing a suicidal highlight. Like, I don't know what the hell was going on there. Like I've never seen anyone do that. But even if it wasn't that, like when they were attacking, Wigan this is, when we would win the ball back, everything was so quick. Those Eze passes from deep, like running in behind, Jesus, Madueke, like Martinelli, even Saka, Blitz came on the start of 10, but it was like the speed in which we were looking to get balls forward. And I'm like, hey, look, I'm not a manager. Arteta has got us in the League Cup final with 4 points, in all these caveats, right? Okay, in every competition, okay?
Yeah.
But surely, as a thicky dum-dum that I am, like, we've got Rice and Zubimendi sheltering Gabby and Saliba with Timber and Calafiori or Hincapié or whoever it may be on the left. Strong individuals and probably the best centre-back pairing in the world at the moment, and Declan Rice, who's like one of the best midfielders in the world at the moment. Can we not just like get everything up quicker and just trust those people to defend? To just try something a bit faster, like rather than like there's something I noticed multiple times now, and again, I get it. It's a way of protecting because we'll beat the press, we'll invite them on pressure, which is the hard bit, and then we'll get upfield, which means they all run back. So we beat the press as a means of allowing everybody to get back. So we're camped in their half rather than beating the press as a means of finding space.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, if you lose the ball having beaten the press and then finding space, then United have got, sorry, we're just using that example because it was that game, then United in that scenario, any team doing that will have a load of players at the pitch, therefore you're more at risk of transition and more at risk of conceding. But can you not trust your players there? Like, I feel like the reason to beat a press is to score, not to play in the opponent half. And then when you're in the opponent's half, that's when you face low blocks. And obviously people play low blocks against us like other teams do against other teams in the league. But it's like, you know, maybe we're creating low blocks for ourselves by the way we play. But then you play against Wigan in the league or in Champions League, and it's like, we just have this bravery. I don't know if it's mentality or if it's... Is it
You're
tactical?
asking Mikel Control Arteta to give up his baby, which I
But
don't
he
think he'll
doesn't
do.
have it in the Champions League. He doesn't have it in...
Yeah, but I know. But I think
Yeah.
the pressing of Wigan was non-existent, and the high line was extremely high.
No, I mean,
and it's a
I
beautiful.
mean, I get that.
For us, it's two beautiful things. We see the total opposite. We see a hype. We see a lot of pressing.
Yeah.
And we see a low block. So it's completely different to what we normally see week in, week out.
Yeah.
And it's a real shame.
Yeah.
It's a real shame.
I really wish everyone would play against us.
Exactly.
It was quite nice.
Sound like Arnie Slot, but it was nice. It was a nice change. It's ironic because I feel like in seasons of old, the cup games have always been the more stressful occasions.
Yeah.
Whereas the Premier League has been something we can kind of relax in because we're not going for a title and we're comfortable with top four. Now it's completely the other way around. And it's the stress of the league is
Honestly, mate.
pretty telling.
I mean, it shows you.
In terms that you can sense it on the field in terms of like mentality and just players are smiling and seem a lot more relaxed and just comfortable as opposed to the Premier League, which is just vice-like. It's got a vice-like grip. It feels like a dull headache every time we watch a game.
I mean,
do you know what I mean?
I completely do. I mean, what on earth do you do about it? Look at how do we get more out of Eze? Because you've mentioned that we didn't.
Yeah.
It's two very stark contrast performances.
Yeah.
He was basically completely isolated and probably instructed to do things that aren't his natural thing against Brentford away.
Yeah.
He was then, again, I know it's against Wigan, but like ultimately was incredible.
Mm-hmm.
Like what a performance, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know, what do we have to do to get more of these kind of performances out of him, like structurally? Because I kind of don't think it's him anymore.
No, it's not. I mean, there's three things. One is his shooting stats are horrific since the Spurs game. I think someone said he had only 2 shots. He's played 16 games or something since that Spurs game, or 12 games or something, and he's only had 2 shots.
Jesus.
And this is a guy who was one of the best. He's one of the best mid-range strikers, strikers of the ball. Kind of.
I think that's on us.
It's a system.
If you're
thing.
not getting his Eze into shooting
It's a
positions,
system.
that's on you.
It's a system thing, but also he's got to be confident to take it on. But also there is a narrative, and I kind of get it where people look at players on the field and see, well, they think that if a player makes a mistake, you won't see them for the next couple of games because Arteta will haul them off, or And again, Arteta's all about control. So if we are shooting a lot from outside the box, there is a chance that, the players might think, oh, it's not in keeping with, the horseshoe of death passing around the box.
Yeah.
And, you might be hooked. So I kind of think there is a fear of taking the shot on. But also I think there is a lack of movement. We've seen an extreme lack of movement in front of him. And we saw it completely differently against Wigan, where we had runners like Martinelli, Madueke for the 2 goals.
Yeah.
Again, with that high line, and it's much easier for him to find the pass. I mean, to be honest, I think anyone could have found the. Well, I would say anyone, but the gaps in between the back line at Wigan were enormous. But there is also a case to say that was the fluidity of our front four.
Yeah.
Which was great to see of Saka, Jesus, Madueke and Martinelli. So I think there's definitely a case for more movement to be made in front of him, but it's hard, in a low block. And also the thing is, when you have your fullbacks coming into attacking positions, again clogging up space,
It does. So much space there.
It might be okay from like a crossing perspective because you have more bodies in the box. But if you're trying to find space in that box from an Arsenal perspective, it doesn't help when you've got your two fullbacks in the box as well.
It's true.
Do you know what I mean? So, I mean, there's so many factors.
I honestly, we've said this so many times on the podcast. Like, how on earth are we just not playing him in his position as a left eight more often? I know everyone points to Declan Rice, right? I think I'm right in saying this is Eze's first start as a left eight, which literally was basically where he played the whole time when he was at Palace and where he has his best games. And look at what he played at yesterday. Right? He was amazing. We keep seemingly trying to shoehorn him onto the right side of the pitch, which he's least natural at, and basically as a direct replacement for Ødegaard. And lo and behold, we haven't really got anything out of Eze. And I think thinking, well, yeah, because he loves cutting in off the left. And he always looks more natural. He's not really a left winger, but he still has good performances on the left wing. He plays left for England, so it's like I can't figure out for the life of me why. And Declan Rice is an amazing midfielder, and a lot of his best performances or best actions and shots and that's come from the right. We've talked about this before numerous times, right?
Yeah.
And there's no part of me that can think why at least trying Eze on the left as a left eight and Declan Rice on the right as a right eight, as part of at least to try something different.
Yeah, he loves
why has that not even been thought of?
Yeah, he loves that first time shot across the keeper, doesn't he, from the right hand side?
Yeah, Rice. Yeah. And I'm thinking United, Newcastle. God, I think he did it against like Watford a couple of years ago. Is that right?
Chelsea years ago. Yeah,
West Ham sweeping across his right foot, like. And is crossing from that side. So, look, it doesn't... Having Declan Rice as somebody cutting in and using his right foot from the left doesn't really feel anywhere near as powerful as Eze doing that.
Yep.
Because basically Rice's qualities aren't to do with that action. They're just with him being there, leaping runs and finding people. So it's like, I don't really know why we're not trying that. And it's actually... It is starting to be quite annoying, to be honest, that, we've made a big outlay in Eze. He's one of the... I look at our attackers and... admittedly Saka's been out, but Saka, Madueke, Eze, Martinelli, Gabriel Jesus, Kai Havertz, who's now injured, Victor Gyökeres, like there is so many goals.
Yeah.
So many goals in this team. Where are they?
I know.
Well, they're against Wigan, against the High Line, sure. But do you know what I mean? Like, you've got such talent there.
I kind of feel like we're still trying to figure out what our best team is.
That's a worry for me, though. We should, by this stage of the season, 15 games left?
Yeah.
We should have a good idea, like, game of your life, gun to your head, who you're playing, and I don't think we do right now.
Because we've got all the pieces to win this league, for sure, in terms of players. But, like, barring any injuries, Arteta just needs to piece them all together.
Yeah.
Picking the right players for the right games. But everything is there for him. We'll find out about Calafiori. It's annoying again.
Do we have a latest on that?
I don't know what the latest is. What's that? His third pre-game injury or something?
His second, our third.
Just mad.
I do wonder. Yeah, I mean, look.
What are they doing? What is his pre-game warm-up?
Yeah, exactly. I think that we knew this about Calafiori though when we bought him. Didn't we?
We did.
Do we actually know?
I don't know.
Yeah, let's have a look.
But
I mean,
I don't know.
It's a liability. It's frustrating.
It's helpful to have Mascara back because he can just play anywhere.
Mascara is excellent. He's really excellent. I'm glad that we managed to rest Zubimendi and Rice yesterday, so that hopefully keeps him fresh for Wolves.
Do you think?
And then
going back to the fluidity of Wigan, would you think that Arteta would play that kind of system again, aka with Saka in the 10?
Yeah.
Do you think?
I've been thinking that for years with Saka. I really think I think he'd be great at it. Plus, particularly when we're in need, it does feel a bit silly having given away Ethan Nwaneri now, particularly when De Zerbi's left. But I feel like I think Saka's made for that position.
No recall clause apparently, which is madness. Why even, like, you've got every club in Europe, well, not every club, but most of the clubs like wanting a signature. You would think it, like, given what's happened in the past as a club with injuries, you would cover your back. And I really hope I'm wrong.
Yeah.
But from what I've heard, there's no recall clause.
But surely you can just, even there's no recall clause. I mean,
No,
I don't know.
there's no way Marseille would let him go.
Even though De Zerbi's gone as well.
Yeah. Well, unless the new man comes in and hates him and doesn't play him.
Because they've got a sliding contract, haven't they? Where it's a paid loan, but they pay more if they don't play him.
Yeah, maybe we don't.
No, they do. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So it's basically a free loan.
Fine.
If they play him, but they pay 6 million if they don't.
Fine. Okay, got it.
Like, and sliding everything in
I
between.
mean, it's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting to see who comes in, but it's not ideal at all.
But Saka as a 10, I think he's made for it. And I think he needs a different. Sometimes I do think this team is like, sometimes because the way we play is so wait for them to get in a low block and go, it becomes very methodical.
Yeah.
And for a team that kind of needs a bit of unpredictability, sometimes giving a player a different problem to solve, like go and do that for a bit. And like, how often do we see players switch wings for like a few minutes?
Yeah.
Basically every other team in the world, I think, probably does that at some point. Like, but we just don't really do it.
Yeah, I know what you mean. And we've got the players to do it as well.
Yeah, we've got the players to do it, and while Noni's honestly having a bit of a blinder at the moment, I don't mind. Saka in the middle makes a lot of sense to me.
Saka and Noni down one. I was thinking about this the other day. Saka and Noni down one wing. If you're left back, the hell would you do?
That's terrifying.
What would you do?
Yeah.
It's like
I think
I mean, stylistically they are not that far apart. Obviously, Noni's more.
Yeah. No, similar. Yeah.
It's and then you throw in Timber, Ben White. I had another thought the other day. In terms of, there's been so much about Saka's stats recently this season. Do you think a part of that is because of Timber as right back?
Yeah, of course.
As opposed to Ben White?
I think Saka's actually been playing really well though. That's the thing though, isn't it? Like,
but
yes, definitely. Yeah. Like that. I mean, yeah, of course. Like Ben White dragging him away was one of the key factors of Saka playing so well, right? But it's not like Saka hasn't been getting into positions. That's the thing. And he's been getting to the byline so well and beating a man so well. Holding up the ball really well, and his corners have been excellent and all that sort of stuff. I don't know. I still worry that hopefully Saka can get his shooting boots back and we can see that Saka of old. But
I'd love to do more research into why like Odegaard was scoring, however many goals he scored, over 10 goals like during that season.
15.
15.
Most amount of goals ever.
Exactly.
From a midfielder.
Why was he scoring more goals? Like, what's changed? Like systematically, what has changed in terms of the way we're playing?
Yeah.
Is it because he was making runs into the box more? Is it because he was just more clinical? Was he shooting more? Were we playing against less low blocks because we weren't as good? All these types of things. Did he have more space, like around the edge of the box?
Probably all of the above.
Yeah. Was he 10k heavier?
Yeah. Has he eaten his cheeseburgers?
Has he got his cheeseburgers in?
Where is he? He's injured now, isn't he?
I don't think so, but I mean, he was right in front of me
because he wasn't in the squad against Wigan.
No, but he was right in front of me.
Got a real whack.
At the Brentford game, and he was very slow to get up. But if he is out,
I think he is.
What do we do then? Who do you play in midfield?
I mean, Saka. No, I look.
Do you go Rice?
I think it's. I've honestly from day one, before Odegaard's injured, because I think he still needs to start getting some form from the bench. Eze on the left and Declan Rice on the right. I don't see a reason why that wouldn't work. There's more than enough defensive structure and solidity there to not have to worry about Eze not tracking back as much. Fucking Declan Rice and Zubimendi there, and Saliba and Gabriel out behind it. You're fine, right? Hopefully Kai Havertz isn't out for that long, but then keep him at 9 or Gyökeres or Jesus. Yeah. Martinelli, Trossard left, and then Saka or Noni right. But I just I just think that would work really well. What I think realistically would Arteta do? Unfortunately I think he's just going to shoehorn Eze back into the Odegaard
So what's your team then for Wolves?
So my team for Wolves. Ben White isn't injured, by the way.
Okay.
You seen that?
Yep.
He did a little post, so he's fine. I'd do David Raya. I would do Ben White. I'd just like to see him. I'd like to see him with Saka a little bit again.
Yeah.
I would do, obviously, Gabriel, obviously, Saliba. Calafiore, I imagine, is out, and Gabi is out. Oof.
So Nkapia out.
Is Nkapia not out?
Maybe he is.
Maybe
he is.
Was he in the squad against against Brentford?
I think he.
This is great podcasting.
This
Please
is
bear
great.
with us, fans. I'm just going to check in now. I think Nkapia is injured.
Yeah, I think you're right. No, he was unused on the bench.
Oh, he was
He
unused.
was unused on the bench, so he's fine.
Okay, well, I'd start him then, because I think Mars Lewis Skelly was probably the only one that looked
I love
a
how
little
we're
bit
so
dodgy.
used to injuries now that we're just.
I know. But I think he was. I think Mars Lewis Skelly was pretty dodgy defensively again yesterday. I was really sad for him because he was announced as the midfielder that he's ultimately was supposed to be.
Craving.
And then but anyway, I'll do Nkapia left back.
Yep.
I'm gonna nail my life to this post, but Zubimendi base, Declan Rice right 8, Eze left 8. Who are we playing? Wolves. I'd go Martinelli left. I'd go. Well, Saka right. And I would do Jesus.
So would I. I think
Saka, Jesus, Martinelli, bring the gang
think-
back together.
just. Yeah.
I think Jesus was pretty bad yesterday, to be fair.
I think
But
he's
I just think,
sharper movement.
well, I think you got 60 minutes to see whether or not Jesus is going to have a good game.
Just better link up play, sharper movement. I think we're more likely to score away from home with him.
Yeah, I agree.
In the as a striker, even though Gyökeres was good, he was good at hold up play, and he nearly set up
was really
that.
good. Yeah,
He nearly set up that Martinelli goal right at the end, which I don't like to think about. But
and he had that short goal, that one. Oh,
Yeah,
my God.
so-
in fact, to be fair to Gyökeres, he was immense against Brentford.
yes, he was.
I thought he was really good. Oh God, that Martinelli chance again.
The one that's quite interesting is Mr. Christian Norgaard.
Excellent. What a player.
Great.
Every time.
As we've been saying, from the moment
There are players I look at this team and I'm like, we should be using more, which I guess is a sentence you'd probably end up saying at some point when you've got a big squad. But I look at how knackered Zubimendi gets, and I just think...
he's played every minute this season.
Fact.
Yeah. I mean, Mr. Norgaard, he is... You look at him when he's playing, and he marshals everyone around midfield. He's direct. He's tall, so he's good in the air and aerial threat, and also defending set pieces. He's strong. He never gives the ball away. He always you can always rely on him to retain it back whenever they're floating around our box. But he's been such a addition, and you also hear what Trossard has said about him in training.
What did he say?
He says who always sets the standard in training.
Right.
And he said Norgaard does, even though he doesn't play.
Wow.
He's always the man who basically will lift everyone up in terms of training standards. So these guys are invaluable behind the scenes.
Yeah.
Just these voices of reason, someone you can rely on, someone who can come in and do a job, who's going to give you 7 out of 10. But I do think there is an argument to give him more minutes. And he's also flexible. I mean, he played at right back, he's played at centre back. He's just... he's been a hell of a signing for 10 million. And I don't think... I'm glad that people are now starting to take notice of him and give him the praise that he deserves, because it was a really, really smart bit of business. With Jorginho going out, we needed someone to fill that role, not only on the field, but off the field as well. And I think he's done an amazing job.
It's a shame he hasn't played more. And I just look at the Brentford game and I like, how did we not bring him on a bit earlier?
The thing is, he'll get the ball back and just give it quickly forward, and he's not afraid to play long balls. His passes are amazing.
We did it against
so
Wigan,
accurate.
Yeah,
his ball over the top to Jesus.
Ridiculous.
Was just such a good ball.
Yeah, and we've got players able to run in behind.
Exactly. So I mean, there is an argument to say. I know that Zubimendi has been thought of as being undroppable. I don't think that's the case. I really don't.
Well, it's not that. It's just it's not about being dropped or not dropped. It's just being able to be rested.
Yeah, well, not even or
Restable.
rotated, or because I think that everyone sees Zubimendi as such a linchpin in the team.
And he is, but
if you take him out, the team will collapse.
No,
and I just don't think that. I'm glad that. Well, I'm hoping that Arteta will, because Arteta's such a confidence man in terms of his players. If he doesn't feel confident in a player, he will not play him. You won't see him.
Yeah.
So now that Norgaard's had a bit of a chance to show him exactly what he can do, hopefully he will. His minutes will increase for the end of the season. And who knows? It might just give us the boost that we need to play more direct and to unlock some of the players who thrive in direct passing situations.
I agree.
Who knows? We'll find out.
Well, where does this leave you, like, on the whole? How do you feel about going into the running of the league?
The final few games.
Like, what are your honest reflections and feelings and predictions?
I'd say it's, at the moment, the momentum is clearly with City, I think. I think the signings of Semenyo and Guehi have lifted that club, as well as the Liverpool game, which was massive. Like, massive. I don't think anyone can underestimate how big that result was. Yeah, the Wolves game is a good game to come at this time, I think. Not ideal that it's away, but I think that, our next two games, Wolves away and then Spurs away. It's Spurs with obviously a new manager.
Yeah.
Crazy appointment, that.
I don't know anything about this guy.
No, I don't think anyone does. Honestly, you would think that if you're in that situation where you're like 3 or 4 points,
Big
above
Sam.
or Harry,
Yeah,
literally,
somebody knows the club.
someone's exactly get Pardew back. Like anyone who's got a bit of like Premier League experience. I don't think the guy's even played in the Premier League.
No, but
which is insane, and his record is pretty dreadful.
Yeah, it's not good, is it? But there, I think it's a coaches' league now, isn't it? It's not like a old school manager league. It's a coaches El Tactico league.
But you need. Hopefully his English is. If he's got sort of communication issues as well, you need someone to come in who knows the league well, knows exactly the system that gets you up, who's done it before. Should have got like Dyche or something. But like,
genuinely,
if you are a Spurs fan,
what's his name?
Igor Tudor.
Absolute cinema club.
Yeah, if I'm a Spurs fan at the moment, I'm not gonna lie, I'd be pretty worried.
I mean, let's have a look.
There is a world where Spurs go down.
Yeah,
and Arsenal somehow win the league.
He was just Juventus manager.
Yeah, but if you look at where he's come from before that, it hasn't been that impressive.
Right.
And he's only lasted about you look through
yeah.
how many games he's managed at different clubs. It's like 9 games here, 20 games here. And it's like one season after, one season different club, one season different club, one season different club.
Yeah.
So I don't know who has led the appointment process behind the scenes at Spurs.
Yeah.
But geez Louise, you are playing with fire.
That is quite scary, isn't it? But
not
still,
for us.
Well, you
Not
say
for
that.
us.
We'll have played 3 times by the time we play them.
No,
Sorry, we'll have played
twice.
3 times.
No, because we're playing them this weekend. We're
Yeah.
playing Wolves.
Sorry, but I mean 3 times since Tottenham last played. We'll have played 3 times
Oh, I
in
see what
between.
you mean. Fine.
So
Yeah.
Brentford, Wigan, Wolves,
Yeah.
all of which they haven't played. So they will be energetic, and I am worried about that game. Tottenham away is always hard.
Yeah. Well, it depends what.
And
Depends what we do against Wolves.
and it depends what we get at Wolves, because have to say, look, there's things we put out in the like reels and cut up and stuff, and this isn't one of them. But I just save space if people listening, and all that. I just, with the shot in the arm that against City against Liverpool, the Guehi and the Semenyo signings, and quite frankly, like the multiple missed opportunities for us, and the way we've approached the last few Premier League games, I just think it's all Cities. I cannot see us. I've said it.
That's the spirit.
My worry is, and again, I'm
That's
not going to clip this up. It's safe space and all that. And again, it's only my thoughts. Like, and I'm a scarred man from the last few seasons for it. I have said since the beginning of the season, and all the times that we've been flying, if City are in the title race, they've never lost it when they're in it, right? I have that nagging feeling, and like, I just don't think we've put them to bed when we've had multiple opportunities to get them out of the title race. That I think they're basically in one now. And if things don't change quite quickly and we're in the same sort of boat, 2, 3, 4 points in it by 10 games to go, I just can't see anyone else.
I think you're
with Etihad to play.
I think City aren't the City of old.
Well, but it's different from A, the transfer window in January, and B, the shot of injection they've had since.
They have been
we're giving them.
They've had their injuries, no doubt, but
Yeah.
But I mean,
Diaz back, Rodri
they
back.
I think Haaland. I think Pep said the other day that he's starting to feel some niggles.
Bloody better do, mate.
And the annoying thing is now Semenya's chipping in with goals left, right, and centre. But
As is Marmoush.
yeah, I don't know. I think if look,
Yeah.
put it this way, if City win the league, I think I might have to visit Rwanda.
I will be completely. I would be up sticks, mate. Straight to
Yeah.
Rwanda.
Live in Rwanda.
Just live in Rwanda. Visit. Yeah, change the sponsorship from visit to
Live in Rwanda.
live in Rwanda.
Yeah, we'll see.
I'll be going along with it, but mate,
I'm
I'll be
still
honest.
hopeful. I'm still hopeful.
Oh, mate, hopeful. Look, hey,
I'm
we are
so
4 points clear,
hopeful.
but my worry is how many we've just. The opportunities to put this to bed are concerning, and
Yeah, but it's. I mean, yes, the form isn't where it could be at the moment. We have had missed chances, but at the same time, could be a lot worse.
it could be. But
Could be a lot worse. And
I think-
also, we've had been some tough games.
and there'll be more tough games.
There'll be more tough games, but it's played a United game who are banging in form at the moment. New manager bounce. Forest, as we've been through this again. Forest we played when they had all their defenders back for probably the first time this season. So I think people forget how good they actually are at the back, even though their league play doesn't show it. Liverpool, we couldn't play the way we wanted to play because the weather was atrocious, and I'm not using that as an excuse. It's just it's a fact. Anyone that game was a complete toss up in terms of what the result was.
Yeah.
And who could have won that game, and Liverpool could have very easily won that game as well. So, there are different ways to look at it, but
Yeah.
you look at our remaining fixtures. We're still only leaving London, twice
Yeah.
now until the rest of the season. That League Cup game is
massive.
now. I think just from a belief standpoint, because I think whoever wins that wins the league. That's kind of my feeling.
Yeah, and I think that's such a good opportunity for us. I think that's the way we need to think about it, because the marker that will put in for the season for both clubs, I think will be really important. Not only just to get that, we can do it feeling, the winning feeling, getting a trophy. No one in this group has won a trophy. I know Saka did, but he didn't play in that final. So I think that feeling, and I think it's really important we're in that final.
Yeah,
and I think it's really important that we win it now.
You can't draw it up better.
You can't, and we might even have them in the Champions League in the same week.
Well,
so.
exactly, which is insane. What would it be? 5 could play them 5 times in one season.
Oh no, it's crazy, isn't it?
And are they still in the FA Cup?
Yeah.
Could be 6 times.
6 times, yeah.
Potentially.
Actually,
the draws, FA Cup draws tonight.
is it?
Yeah.
What time?
I think straight after the Macclesfield Brentford game.
Maxwell Brentford. Oh,
Yeah.
It's huge, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a good game that. At Macclesfield,
the
I think.
Shrimps.
Yeah.
There you go. That's
The
Morecambe.
Shrimps.
That's Morecambe. Sorry.
Morecambe.
Of course. Come on, everyone knows that.
Yeah.
Sure. And the other thing to say on the
Shrimps.
league that worries me a little bit is we did touch this last season. I think we play second most times now. I know we've got the Wolves game as a buffer, but if we win it, but
Yeah.
bit worry me. Cool. Right. Who was your man of the match?
The man of the match was, I think, Mr. Norgaard. I'll give it with
Nice.
the fan. What was the fan vote? I think he was the official man of the match.
Was he?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. Yeah. I mean,
I think so.
I had two, Nate. I had both Norgaard and Eze down, actually.
Yeah.
Eze was electric, and I loved it. Had Martinelli down as a third option,
Yeah.
just in case.
Yeah.
Did you have a dick of the day?
Do I have a dick of the day? I had a few.
I've got a few. Should we just reel
Chris
off a list?
Kavanagh.
Was he the ref?
Yeah. No, not on that game,
No,
but
Brentford.
Newcastle.
Oh,
Villa
I
game.
just put Villa ref.
Yeah.
I've never been more pro VAR.
Wow. Yeah.
That's the thing. It happens every time. Every time VAR. Yeah, oh, we don't want it. And then as soon as you don't have it, it's like, well, we need it.
I mean, you
Unfortunately, the right team won. But
you take
Jesus.
a Sunday league referee over that performance.
Mate.
Yeah,
Villa and freefall, mate.
Villa. Yeah, well, injuries. Been hammered by injuries.
Yeah, but they always had a thin squad, and ultimately,
Well, that's a problem. That's a problem. Just not deep enough. But yeah, he was my dick of the day. Who's
Nice.
yours?
I had a couple. I had a set my just like the Sainsbury's near Reading. It made me 36 minutes late for the Wigan game. so missed all the goals.
Did it? Why was it? Why?
It was just very big queue
Oh.
in, big queue out the till, and big queue out. And
What were you
I was
yelling?
driving back from Devon. And it was terrible.
Fun.
That queue, multiple queues in near Reading, really scuppered my plans. But also the Wigan Pie mascot.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Dick of the day.
Yeah.
Losing in a penalty shootout to Gunnosaurus
Yeah.
is not a good look for
No.
anybody. Admittedly, his arms were pretty tired
Yeah.
by the pie.
Tiny.
But, that's kind of on you. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but he's got a big,
Yeah, he's got a big surface.
surface.
Yeah,
exactly.
Exactly. You
Let's
know
throw
what I
yourself
mean?
at it.
Um,
Yeah, he was a
he's a mug, mate, is what he was.
Yeah.
And
Quite like
that's
that.
it. That's what I've got.
I like to see more mascot on mascot
Action.
action. Yeah.
I did not know you were into that, Rory, but that is a good
Neither
place
did
to
I.
leave it.
Neither did I. Who knew?
Oh, God. That is good stuff. Well, look, okay.
Tonight's gonna be wild.
Tonight is... I do not want to know what you're up to when you get home, Rory. That is not for this podcast.
Yeah.
It's not for anything else.
Just thinking
But,
dark twist.
right. Quick. We've got another week, another 2 games.
Yeah.
Ultimately, last
Spurs.
It's Spurs.
Spurs.
Are you going? It's away.
No, mate. I will be in Las Vegas.
Oh, it's yourself.
Yeah.
Somebody else will be on the podcast. We're not going to speak for 2 weeks. Well, we will, just not on this podcast.
A week.
You're not back on Monday, are you?
I'm back on Saturday to Saturday, so I only miss 1 week.
Oh, yeah, that's 2 weeks from today.
2 weeks from today.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Unless you're listening to this in exactly 13 days' time, in which case it will just be a day.
Yes.
Um,
Exactly.
okay, well, look, hey, enjoy Las Vegas. Let's hope
Thank you,
in
mate.
between then we beat Wolves, we beat Spurs, we beat, I think, Chelsea.
Yep. Sorry. No, Chelsea's on the Sunday. So yeah, it would.
So,
be.
yeah, and Brighton.
It would be. Got a lot of games.
No, yes, we've got 3 games.
3 games.
Well, everyone else at home, we do just have the 2 games in between. It is Wolves, it is Tottenham away. That is 2 very big away games in this title race and 2 very big away games for my sanity. Rory, thank you so much, man. Lovely to see you. Enjoy Vegas.
Likewise. Thank you, mate.
Come back with some money.
I will try.
Yeah, okay.
I will try.
Invest in a new studio and hopefully a new left back. Thanks so much, everyone. Take care. Have a good week.
Thanks all. Bye bye.